Hello, Tom. Well, I'm home, as you know. So Sunday Mother's Day here. So I ended up working in the garden after we went out for breakfast this morning. Planted a couple of plants from she wanted plants, not flowers. And one of them was this Aquilegia down here, which is the same as the columbine, I guess. It's just grown specially. It's not wild. This would be the columbine here, which would be wild. And the other one was a double-headed one, which I've never seen before. Very unusual little columbine. So that's the morning has been doing that and working in the garden, getting it cleaned up since I came back. It's been about a week, gradually getting it all done. There's something in here I was going to show you. I don't know if you can see it very well, but down there, that's a gravestone. Zoom in there, and it says in love and memory of Joseph Buckland. They gave the dates, but it's very hard to read the dates. I'd have to study it a bit more. But Joseph Buckland was my mother's great-grandfather. And the story is that I brought that over from England, from the parish of Pontley. It was a little chapel, and they sold the chapel and they used it for a house. It was converted and all the graves were moved, and anybody who wanted the gravestones could have them. So I got that one and I shipped it out to Canada. With a friend of mine, it was coming out and he put it in his luggage as such. But it was Pontley now. Pontley won't mean much to many people, but Pontley, the parish of Pontley, if anybody's familiar with Dick Whittington and walking to London with his cat, when he was the first Lord Mayor of London, was from Pontley. He was born at Pontley Court. And so that's the story. If you want to look up Richard Whittington, you can find the story of him, and his cat, so supposedly walking to London, and he was the first Lord Mayor. So I cleaned up this area here. I don't know if you remember last year, I took this area here was apple trees, 2 apple trees. Took them out, and there were shrubs in here. Took it all out, put it back to grass. It's just too much work here. There's still lots of work. Don't know what I'm going to do with it all. But you tap away at it, and then when you do it, it does look nice. I mean, I cut the grass today. I didn't cut this because it's got seed down. I had to overseed. While I was away, it didn't quite take very well. Now the birds are going to get angry. They were angry when I was mowing the grass. This birdhouse, blue roofed one, has got a bird with young, and then this one up here has got young in it. And I know when I got close to the hedge over here, same thing, whole bunch of noise. They were very upset, squawking the whole time that I was there. You can probably hear one now. There's one up there, look, see, up on the roof. Not very happy because I'm near her nest. But I cleaned up this corner too over here. This was a rough corner. I cleaned it up and redid the wall and put a few pavers down. And this here, if you remember, was a garden. This was all flowers here, and there was a wall. It was stepped down. And I took the wall out and took it out to the front, and I built the wall at the front. So that's just a quick look at what's been happening here. I did all this last year too, and just, I put the hostas in here, and this was a rough garden. I took out and I put gravel and pavers in and pots, and I just wait for that noisy truck to go by. I put these pots in and I put irrigation to all the pots. This is next door, which is looking very good. The house is vacant, unfortunately. Will come up for sale. Market's not good here at the moment. Everything's down in price. Everything's so expensive here. So it's affected the real estate big time. We do live in a strange world, don't we, at the moment? And we were talking about insects and butterflies in your last video. Well, I've seen 4 cabbage large whites. That's the only butterflies I've seen. I saw 1 bumblebee, and that's pretty well it. I haven't seen any insects. Not that I moved much in the way of rocks, but I did dig in the garden. I saw a couple of worms, but it's so different. I mean, I used to work out here. You'd move a rock and you'd see all kinds of millipedes and centipedes and beetles and woodlice. I'm not even seeing woodlice. I remember reading one of the comments from Chris there, and he says he still has lots of wood lice. I don't even have the wood lice. I don't know what's happening, you know. Climate change, sprays, environment, I don't know. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This is a dogwood, and it's pink and white, and it is one tree. That is growing out the side now. Whether that was grafted years ago, and the other thing it could be, sometimes when they take a tree and it's white flower, it's a natural color, and they do work to it and they make it a hybrid and they end up getting a pink flower, sometimes they revert. So I'm, you know, back to their natural color after so many years. So I don't know whether this is reverting or reverted or was grafted, but it's very pretty nevertheless. As it is always in here in the spring, early summer, we have all the beautiful trees and everything just, you know, really pretty in here. Anyhow, that's it for me. I just wanted to give you a quick look at the gardens and let you know I was back. Well, all the best for now. Bye.